Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Diego with another green card K1 visa interview, and this video is about K1 visa applicants, spousal visa applicants, etc. going to specific embassies around the world, and your K1 visa is going to be denied. Okay, this video is very important. It's about the suspension of visa issuances to foreign nationals to protect the United States from foreign terrorists and other national security and public safety threats. Okay, this is in effect right now as of October 21st, 2025. Now, this is in line with the presidential proclamation on restricting the entry of foreign nationals into the United States to protect our republic from foreign terrorists and other national security and or public safety threats. Okay, now this took effect actually on June 9th of 2025 at 12:01 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Okay, the United States is fully or partially suspending entry for and visa issuance to nationals of basically of 19 countries. So if you go through the entire visa process and go to the visa interview from one of these countries, you're going to get denied at the interview. Okay, this is as per the State Department. The State Department says we are protecting our nation and its citizens by using rigorous security-focused screening and vetting procedures to ensure that individuals approved for entry into the United States do not endanger national security or public safety. So it's all about protecting you Americans, Mr. Sponsor. Mr. American Citizen Sponsor. Now, this presidential proclamation on restricting the entry of foreign nationals to protect the United States from these foreign terrorists and other national security and public safety threats, the Department of State is suspending fully visa issuances. So you're not going to get your K1 visa or your spousal visa if you are at an interview and your nationality is Afghanistan, Burma, Chad, Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. This is all non-immigrant and immigrant visa categories. There are very few limited exceptions. So if you're supposing dating somebody from Afghanistan and you go all the way to the visa interview in, let's say, Turkey, he or she is not going to get the visa. But there are exceptions for certain diplomatic and official visas and immediate relative immigrant visas like spouses, children, and parents of U.S. citizens. Okay, or if you adopted somebody from one of those countries. Immigrant visas for ethnic and religious minorities facing persecution in Iran will be an exception, and dual nationals who are applying with a passport nationality not subject to a suspension, like the SIVs. What's an SIV? That's a special immigrant visa for U.S. government employees and Afghani SIVs, okay? Special immigrant visas. The participants in certain major sporting events, lawful permanent residents, otherwise known as LPRs, will maybe get a waiver. And the Department of State is partially suspending visa issuances to nationals of Burundi, Communist Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela for non-immigrant B1, B2, which are tourist visas, visitor visas, and FM&J student and exchange visitor visas. Okay, now if you're in a K1 process with your fiance from Venezuela, relax, you're not going to have any problem. There are limited exceptions, like I said, for certain immediate relative immigrant visas, spouses, children, parents of U.S. citizens, adoptions by U.S. citizens. Okay. Now, immigrant visas for ethnic and religious minorities facing persecution in Iran also would fall under this category, and also dual nationals who are applying with a passport nationality not subject to a suspension. And like I said before, the special immigrant visas, or the SIVs is what is actually the acronym, for U.S. government employees and participants, like I said before, in certain sporting events, and lawful permanent residents. Okay? That's it, ladies and gentlemen. And don't forget, this is all at the discretion of the Secretary of State, which is the Honorable Marco Rubio, or his designee, someone he appoints, in coordination with the Secretary of Homeland Security. Okay? Now, you may find that travel by an individual would serve the U.S. national interest. This will be looked at on a case-by-case basis. So, the Attorney General of the United States, in coordination with the Secretary of State, which is the Honorable Marco Rubio, the Secretary of Homeland Security, may find that travel for an individual would advance the critical U.S. national interests involving the Department of Justice. So if you're critical to the United States, then you're going to get a break. Now, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that is the way it is right now. And I want to just send my condolences to the young lady, the American citizen. She flew all the way to Turkey to go to her K-1 visa interview with her fiance from Afghanistan. And his visa was denied at the visa interview by the consular officer in basically following this rule that's in place now by the State Department. Okay, so I'm sorry to hear that. And I know that she got married to her fiance in Turkey, and now she's going to go the spousal visa, go through the spousal visa route, and she'll probably succeed. Hopefully she will, going that way. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm not an immigration attorney. I don't give you legal advice. I don't work for USCIS. If you want to join the channel as a member, hit the join button, and it's $8. It's $9.99 a month, and with that membership, you get my phone number, my email address, and you can call me, text me, cell phone communication anytime you want, 7 days a week. If you have an immigration emergency, you can give me a call, text me, and I'll be there to solve it. I have solved so many problems for so many people with my 12 years experience processing green cards and K-1 visas. If you do sign up as a member, once you've been a member for 4 months consecutively, you're going to get a free bag of coffee from Karina's Coffee Company, the Karina Ross Coffee Company. She'll just text her your address and she'll ship you a free bag of coffee, whether it's roasted or beans. You tell her what you want. She'll send it to you. And if you don't drink coffee, you can always get a coffee mug, one of her coffee mugs right here. And if you don't want a coffee mug, she can send you a keychain right here if you want a keychain. And once you've been a member for 6 months, then you're going to get one of Karina's bumper stickers if you want a bumper sticker. Anyway, don't forget the live stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays at 6 p.m. with my beautiful wife Karina. Sometimes I'll take a day off, sometimes she'll take a day off, and we will see you at the next live stream. And hang in there and be patient during this process.